Welcome back, everybody. We've got a banger in the works tonight. We've got the ECL back in action again, and back again also are Faceless. Their last game out, they won 3-1 in that best-of-5 series against eGameX, and tonight they will be taking on none other than Vortex. And if anybody's been a long follower on the Agent Guava channel, you will know Vortex very, very well indeed. We've had them on very, very often throughout the Black Ops 6 saga. Now we will get our first look at them in Black Ops 7. I do believe that they have just played a league game in which they lost 3-1, so they're coming off of a loss into this one with no break in between. Can they immediately right a wrong, or will they suffer 2 defeats in one night? The maps, ladies and genitals, are as follows. And whilst you feast your eyes upon them, I'm going to go ahead and get myself into the lobby. So I'll be back with you in just a moment. So, just like that, we're in. And as you can see on the screen, we've got a double dose of Den. Map 1 and Map 3, both Den. Hardpoint and then Overload with a Raid, Search and Destroy in between. And if we do go to the Championship rounds, rounds 4 and 5, we will indeed see Blackheart and Exposure. Now, I do want to alert everybody to how fantastic the Faceless side looked the other day on my stream when they took down eGameX, and eGameX were no team that went down easily. Contour and Undersaw in that one were fantastic, but now they have to deal with Frenzy and Celix, and they are a duo who throughout Black Ops 6 were dominating. So if they can carry on dominating, who knows what the scoreline could be tonight. Hazanbullah subscribes again, 14 months in a row, probably the longest follower of the channel. I can't fault the man. Welcome, Hazan. Who want to throw out a little score prediction? We have Faceless, who were here the other day. I'm sure you were there for that stream. And we have none other than Vortex, who we've all seen loads of times on the Guava channel. We haven't seen them on Black Ops 7 yet, so I'm very, very excited for this one. Tulsa's here as well to join in the action. How are we doing, my friend? And I can't wait to get this one rocking and rolling. Sorry, did have a message come through there. Day 1 X-Define is true, mate. What a game it was. Vortex's Frenzy, Celix, Finn, and Faceless are Atlas and Co. Atlas, Shawnee, Recurs. So a very, very highly rated stack of players. All 8 of them can come out of nowhere and absolutely dominate on the map, so we'll be switching POVs here, there and everywhere. We know how dangerous Atlas was last time out. Can he double up on MVPs and wins in a week? Let's find out. Johan, the clip leader indeed, with your insane 3-piece on Den. The cinematic piece, yes, I am ready. Ready to go. If you have sent me an in-game chat, I'm very sorry it hasn't come up. But yeah, I'm good to go. Good, good, good. We'll type it in the chat. So what do we think? Hazanbullah is saying Recurs has been warmed up by none other than Johan, and if that's true, well, Recurs should be shooting absolute nukes, we do hope. Game number 1, Den Hardpoint, ladies and gentlemen, is about to begin. So if you have any score predictions, get them in the chat right now. Johan, I don't think there's ever been a time where you've came into this stream and not made me laugh. at something. It doesn't. Sometimes it's the most ridiculous thing. Right, we do have a game screen, so we're good to go on that side. We will get the overlay up and ready for you now. Here we go. Game number 1, Den Hard Point. And we will start off. Well, we are a little bit off on the. I'll tell you what, we'll turn that off. We're a little bit off on the adjustments there, so we'll get that fixed after the game's over. We both know who the teams are. Vortex sporting the colour of blue right now as they open up with 10 points on P1. But look who's snuck through the back here. It will be Kotler, and he does pick up 1 kill, but he's immediately traded out by the good work of Haz. Haz 4 makes it 5. How about that? Beautiful start from Haz. He's about to get a 6th here as well. Happy days. Headshots out with the pistol. 6 in a row for this man. And what a start. How many more can he get? There's number 7 as well. Takes Recurs down. Frenzy gets another one who's trying to sneak through P3, but the other 3 red men have found their way through P2. There is a man in the back spawns. It will be Kotler. And now coming on through. Oh, I tell you what, Frenzy. Eat lead, he says. Celix now needs to try and do a bit of a job. Did he spot the 2 red men on his left? It doesn't seem like he did. He's gone to child the point, and he's lost out on the potential opportunity to pick the spawns up there. Frenzy looked like he took a very, very long time to react to that man in front of him. For all the good work on P1, the game is all tied up immediately at P2. Vortex have managed to worm their way into the hard point with the final 20 or so remaining. So I tell you what, the pistol is so dangerous in this game. So dangerous. It was an unbelievable amount of damage. And preparing for the P3 area in red is Shawnee, and just getting it back will be Atlas, who gets the double as well. Fantastic work out of him. He's already got 7 kills to his name. Haz on the other side is 8 and 4 now. So a couple of deaths to level out that beautiful start that he did have. Easy pick for Shawnee there, and he gets the second. Love to see that. The headshot's onto Finn. Can he keep himself alive? Does he know that the tin has now been taken over by Haz? Turns around, but the trade's out from Shawnee, and look at that. That is some unbelievable work on P3. He is now going to see the end of that life, but he played it fantastically well. Celix, who's now found himself 4 in a row. Moving through, ready for this P4 Money Hill. I'll tell you what, it is a very, very important one as well, and it is going to take all 3 members from the Faceless side to try and get these spawns in their favour. Haz is picked off. Kotler comes in to help out as well. You can see round the back goes Finn, but Shawnee gets away, so does Atlas, and then Kotler gets a freebie. Just like that, the spawns have flipped. Not enough help there from Frenzy and company for the back spawn area. Now they'll have to try and break once again. Has he just jumped off the map? I don't know if he died or jumped off the map, but that's crazy. 1 man gets in. Atlas will be playing his life here. I love to see this. Slammed. Have a bit of that. Will he spot the next man out? Oh my god, Frenzy gets the job done. That would have been an unbelievable clip. With the final 15 remaining, we should be pretty much bang even. There'll be 5 points or so in it as we rotate back over to P1. Hey Urban, long time no speak, my friend. How are we doing? Some beautiful shots out of Celix there, but he doesn't quite pick up the kill. Frenzy will get himself 1. He's now on 3 in a row as well. That's a good 3 down in the feed for the Vortex side. Who have now tied up the game as well. Should be a free kill. Yeah, it is. Finn not quite quick enough to keep his teammate alive. Celix will be the next man on through. Trades coming in thick and fast all over this carnage of a P1. As is now 12 and 11 after getting, like, what was it, like 7 or 8 kills at the start of this game? 9 maybe? I don't know. So he's really been slowed down, but still the lead is just ever so slightly in favour of the Vortex side, but there's absolutely nothing in this right now. One big hold. You do sort of look towards those P2 and P4 areas for the possible big hold scenarios, but right now there's 4 blue arrows absolutely surrounding the hard point. Kotler's left all on his lonesome. Vortex keep themselves in on the hard point, a little bit wiggity there from Frenzy, but just as I'm saying that, all 4 down. 30 seconds left to play for. An essential break coming in for Atlas and his side. Spin just... never mind. Decide to break in for 15 seconds there, and it will be down to Celix. Is the solo member who's challenging across. He is going to team up with Frenzy through the dojo area, but Kotler will get 1 for free. Is he going to check his back though? That's the big question. Just as he does it, that's unbelievable. The timing from Kotler was absolutely perfect. Frenzy was there to get the trade, but this will give... Oh. Frenzy. Absolutely beautiful. Just as I thought Faceless may be able to suck some of the time out of P3, Frenzy slides on in. He picks up 3 kills in a row. And Vortex have now opened up a 30-point lead, and this has probably been the biggest lead of the game so far, and already a break back, so we could be all tied up as we look towards the P4 area once again. Wow! This is a fantastic game, number 1. Even interested. He's got to try and play his life here. He's got everybody staring him down. How long can he stay alive? Celix is doing a fantastic job here. He's on his own. He had absolutely no chance there. But the amount of time he's just wasted for his side to try and get in a good position. And here they come. Still 3 men in on the hard point. Frenzy slides in, he gets 1, he gets damage into the second. It will be Atlas who's good for 2. And he gets the 3rd as well. Atlas on 4 in a row, make it a 5. And he might get another one here as well. Yeah, he does. Oh, lordy, is this the moment where Atlas pops off? We'll see how many he can get. 6 in a row right now, and it's 6 very, very big kills. And there's a 4 clean in the feed, and the last of these 10 seconds will go the way of Faceless. I nearly said Fateless. But this game couldn't be any closer as we go to P1 for the 3rd time. 10 points, well, 9 points in it. But there is 11 unanswered kills right now on the side of Faceless. Vortex need to start pumping lead and getting the game going. Oh, that's a big one. This is going to go right down to the wire. P2 is going to be absolutely massive if somebody can get hold and keep hold of it. The breaks have been unbelievable from both sides. Anytime one side has control of the spawns and the hard point, it's flipped very, very quickly. It's been all action-packed game number 1. And I do believe this rotate into P2 could be the winning stage of the game, and I tell you who might be able to make something of it. Frenzy is going to sneak his way into the back line of the spawn, but he's spotted at long range by Shawnee, who picks him off at ease. Gets himself a second as well, and that should be the spawns. Oh, we're getting split now because of Finn. And just like that, the spawns have flipped. Faceless are going to have to try and hold it from the front. Couch's area dealt with. 3 men on time, and now the spawn outs come in for the Vortex side. This isn't good for the team in blue. Can they force their way back in one more time? Everybody has to headbutt the front now. These 20 seconds are absolutely massive. Frenzy goes in, he's good for one. He's immediately traded. Celix has managed to spawn in the back line, but with only 20 seconds remaining, rotate over to P3, sorry, has to have been thought about. Has is there. This is a huge hill now. Vortex have to play basically perfect from here on out. Atlas is doing a fantastic job of playing his life. And just like that, Kotler comes in, and Kotler and Atlas team up for 3 in the feed, make it 4, and that should be the game over in map 1. And my god, it couldn't have been much closer. It'll be 250 to 210 at the end of it. My oh my. Everybody just going for it. Atlas leading in the kills department again, 30 and 18. And here is that moment where he was like 6-7 kills in a row, whilst his team were defending the hill. Unbelievable moments. "25 non-traded kills out of Atlas, a minute and 40 of hill time. What more can you ask from him?" We said earlier on that he was the MVP in the last game, and it looks like he may be trying to get himself another one. He's always good. He's just always good, isn't he? Like, it's never average, it's always good. Atlas is always good, and that is so hard to be. He never seems... I mean, we've had him on the stream a few times. We had him in Black Ops 6 where he was phenomenal as well. And in Black Ops 7, he looks just as good. I've got to give it to him. Got to give it to him. It's hard to perform at such a high level consistently, and that is what he's doing. This is still anybody's game, though. It is still anybody's game. We know how good Frenzy, Celix, and Vortex can be, and that game was very, very close. The kills department definitely leaned in favour of the Faceless side at the end, but it couldn't have been any closer. So we've got a raid, search and destroy coming up in game number 2, and with how game 1 went, we could definitely go to those later rounds, rounds 10, 11, if the 8 players keep up with what they did in game 1. I do think, however, after already losing a series tonight, remember, Vortex played a series just before this one. I believe they lost 3-1. Do correct me if I'm wrong on the scoreline, but I do believe it was 3-1, and Vortex were on the losing side of it. So coming into this one, losing game number 1, it might just start to affect the mental. If they lose map number 2 as well, then we could definitely be seeing a 3-0 Faceless victory here, and it might just seem that Vortex maybe should have took a break after their first series, but who knows? Who knows? The sniper rifle gameplay, I can't wait for. We've been loving it. We saw some unbelievable things out of North the other night with the sniper. I don't know who the sniper rifle users will be for the two sides, but I can't wait to find out. Game number 2, raid, search and destroy, ladies and gentlemen, is about to get underway, and I haven't fixed the in-game overlay, so I'll do it after the stream's over. We'll stick with for now. Any score predictions before round 1 gets underway? Drop them in the chat right now. I do believe that we may see towards the 9, 10 and 11 round mark, and it will be whichever team can really knuckle down and get their focus and comms on point in the later game stages that'll come out on top. Let's find out. We're starting off with Vortex and Haz, who had a phenomenal start to game number 1, but he was quickly shut down by Faceless. Now what can they do here in round 1? Search and destroy. Big nade lands. Kotler takes out Celix. Not good for another. Finn will be immediately traded out, and that will be a 3 versus 2 scenario for the Faceless side. And Kotler's already picked up the initial 2 kills in round 1. He might be good for the next one as well. Round the side, beautiful work out of Haz and Frenzy. Now they just have to do that 2 more times. Recurs and Shawnee, the 2 men remaining, and Frenzy and Haz are just having a bit of a moment here. Recurs has took himself around the back though. And that means poor Haz will be on his own. I felt like Haz and Frenzy were wasting a little bit too much time. And just like that, the round is over. Like I said, I thought they wasted just a little bit too much time. They were in that upper building for 15-20 seconds. Now, Faceless did exactly the right thing. They played it very patiently. They knew the bomb wasn't down. They had nothing really to worry about. Recurs loops around the whole map and picks one off through the window easily. Shawnee was at the ready for the last man. 1-0 to Faceless. And are we going to start seeing a real decline on the side of Vortex? Like I said, the defeat that's already happened to them today may come into factor here. Celix opens up with kill number 1. Kotler's kind of trapped here in the midfield. Shawnee, oh my god. How about that for a turnaround? Shawnee picks off the man on the middle steps. Kotler's still alive, and he nearly killed Frenzy there, and he's traded out immediately. Absolute carnage in round 2. But again, it's Faceless who come out on top. That was hard to keep up with. Nearly got away with it. Nearly got away with it. Enough damage was dealt. And Shawnee was good for a trade. I tell you what, Shawnee had Kotler's back. Really, really locked down. 3 for the round for Shawnee. We'll go and see how many more he can get. But this is a fantastic opportunity to for Faceless to really drive forward and get this series. Big kills happening, 2 for 2 in the kill feed. Everybody just running at the mid-map and going nuts. It will be Haz and Frenzy once again. This time, not staying still, making a move early. And I like the thought process behind it. Kotler and Shawnee both now potentially making a wrap towards this B site. And will we see a counterplay from the team in blue? Checking every single corner. I like this, but it feels like it's a long time for the bomb to go down here. They could have planted it at B a long time ago. Now Shawnee may be thinking, oh, he's just spotted Haz out. Okay, now they know it's a B wrap, surely. Well, there you go. If they didn't, the information's in. Bomb down! And this is a big round for the Vortex side, who are desperate to get around in their back pockets. How's this looking? Shawnee spots him out, and it's an absolute freebie. It's now 1v1 because Frenzy's coming round the back line. Shawnee's on 4 in a row. And Frenzy with the stun absolutely stunts him in his path. 2-1, a much needed round in the bag for the Vortex side. The stun from Frenzy was everything there. Offense for Faceless to try and reopen their 2-win advantage, or 2-round advantage, I should say. Early shots going in, but nothing going to come of it. The 2 men all straight across the middle of the map to try and take some space there. I do like this. The sniper's out from Finn, but he's taken down easily. Haz is the next one in. He's taken down as well. Somehow Kotler's still alive here, and he's still going. He gets another one. Unbelievable out of Kotler. The last man will be Celix, who is good for one. We're going to see madness from... he's absolutely pinned in by the Faceless duo. Nowhere to go. The Tiki Hut. Celix trapped inside, and... well, Shawnee's now 5-1, and Faceless keep their 2-round advantage. Do feel like Finn with the sniper rifle kind of got left on his own in the kitchen area, and Kotler just turned on the smoke, man. Oh my god. He ran in there with no real care in the world and just destroyed everyone. He was with Shawnee, I believe, but Kotler did some fine work there, and the nade lands. He's good. Can he get his way round? No, he gets spotted out. 1 for 1 as we go 3v3, but Finn moves on up. He gets one as well. The first time Vortex have had numbers in their favour, but they lose the next gunfight, then win one as well. So Recurs will be the last man standing for the Faceless side, and has he got wind of the B side? No, he's not. He's gone straight back to A to give it a sight check. Bomb down, a 2v1 scenario for Vortex to try and keep themselves close in this game, and the timing half a second out of favour for Faceless as Vortex keep themselves within one. I did say we could quite easily go to the later stages of this game, and I'll tell you what is a very interesting mock. Atlas is 1-5. You won't see this very often, so we're not even really going to dog him for it. He's been unbelievable for this Faceless organisation, and I do think he's at any moment got the ability to turn it right around. He spots out Finn, spots out Brendan as well, but he dies for it. It's beautiful work out of Vortex here. It's an immediate 4 versus 2 scenario, making it 4v1 and all dead, just like that. What a play out of Vortex. And now there is 7 unanswered kills on their side. Is this the turning point? They've been fighting from a losing position for the most of this series, and now this is their chance to just get themselves and their noses in front. Have we got any sniper rifles? Vortex on offense for this round, making it towards the B-bomb site once again, but this time Shawnee will be ready and waiting there. That stun check's absolutely fantastic from Frenzy. Now he knows there's a man in the corner. He's going to try and pick him off. Can he get the job done? I think this position from Recurs is massive. Shawnee will help to pick him off as well. Frenzy will get the trade. Celix gets one. 2 versus 2 again. It's a big round. And Vortex take the lead. I tell you what, that's an absolute freebie. Frenzy's now on 5 in a row. Gets a lot of damage into the last man. Just about keeps his life. And poor old Atlas, who's only good for 2 kills so far in this search and destroy game, needs to get a double in the kills tally to win this round. Tell you what, this timing could be sublime for him though. Will Frenzy check the corner? No, he won't. Little bit haphazard there from Frenzy. We saw him just a few rounds ago working his way around the map, checking every single corner, and I actually said, oh no. Oh no. the freest of kills to take the lead for Vortex. Finn walks in the kitchen and Atlas is just stood with his back hoping that someone's going to come from the other doorway. Gets his judgment wrong and Vortex take the lead. Like I said, yeah, I commended him a few rounds ago, Frenzy, for checking every single corner on his way around the map. He didn't do it that time and he pays the ultimate price for it, but thankfully Finn and the numbers made it a win for Vortex and they take the lead for the first time in this game number 2. Bomb with Shawnee. Moving over, Finn opens up with an aid across the map. Celix put some damage into Shawnee and now Faceless have got to try and make numbers disadvantage go in their favour. Celix should be calling for the reinforcements to come and back him up. I tell you what, I like this angle. I like this angle a lot. Kotler maybe thinking about moving up towards the hot tub tiki stand area. Faceless all decide to back down. It looks like we may wrap over towards the A bomb site instead now. A little bit down. Tell you what, he should have got the man at the top. Shawnee will get the trade to make it a 2 versus 3 and just keep it close. But there's 25 seconds or so on the clock to do something with the bomb. And now the duo of Frenzy and Finn are moving on round and Shawnee's picked off at ease. The bait and switch was absolutely perfect and with only 10 seconds or so, Atlas has to do something crazy. He doesn't check the close right corner. And Finn puts him away. And out of absolutely nowhere, Vortex get 3 rounds in a row. 3 or 4. Whatever the weather. They're now 2 to the good. And on match point to try and tie up this series. Feels like every player on Vortex has managed somewhat of a streak in this game. Can Faceless bring it back and potentially take us all the way? Big opening. I thought Finn had the kill there. I'm not going to lie to you. Finn tries to move up, but whilst he's doing so, his teammates picked off. He's good to get Kotler, though. I tell you what, the shots through the window was sublime. 3 versus 2. 2 versus 2. Will he get the next? That stun check. Beautiful hits as well. Absolutely fantastic. Nade not going to be any good, but I tell you what, Has is now going to work his way through. Shawnee spotted out, comes out from behind the cover, and Habs absolutely slams him. 2v1, and Vortex might win it right here. Again, very hesitant on getting that bomb down. Once the numbers go in your advantage, I do believe you should be looking to get that bomb down as quickly as possible if the area is free. Finn's on 6 in a row and might close out the game with a very, very big kill streak, and he's spotted out Recurs as well. That time it goes, oh my god, Recurs just absolutely destroyed him. But the trade immediate, numbers go in the way of Vortex, and what was a close game ended up being a Vortex late game masterclass, because they took 4 rounds in a row, I do believe. Was it 5? No, it was 5. It was 3-1. 5 rounds in a row. Unbelievable. And look at the damage statistics across the board. Very, very close indeed. So, all tied up. Exactly what Vortex needed. Like I said, they were down a series already today. They lost map number 1. It was a very, very close game. But then they've really come out and pushed the pace in map number 2. They went down early, and it didn't affect them. And they ended up winning 6 rounds to 3 with 5 rounds in a row. So, hopefully, the momentum for them can be pushed into game number 3. That Den Overload. That Overload is absolute carnage. I've been loving casting the Overload game modes. Sometimes you miss a bit of something here and there because it is so fast-paced, but we expect to see this device being back and forth across the Den map. Can one team take control? We'll find out very, very shortly. What do we think in the chat, everyone? Who do we think is going to be the team to win game number 3? Who do we think is going to score more goals? I really can't make my mind up. I believe that Atlas had a bit of a poor game number 2. Not really what we're used to seeing from him. So if he can get back to what he's best at, which is absolutely slaughtering people, there could be a bit of a difference again in game 3, but we'll see. Anybody in the chat riddle me what the game mode was called that was very, very similar to this, but they could throw the EMP device? Does anyone remember that? I can't remember what it was called for the life of me. Game number 3, Overload, is about to get underway. We're all tied up at 1 game apiece. First game going the way of Faceless, the second game going the way of Vortex. Who is going to be the first to match point? Let's find out, ladies and gents. Kotler, how about that? That's been worked on. Beautiful stuff. Kotler and the nade not really in the best spot. Celix has snuck round and already picked 2 off. He is now going to have to worry about the respawning members in red, and Frenzy will get a lot of information with the nade landing. Is he going to transition across the map? He's just trying to hold that EMP device in place whilst his team pick up a couple of kills. That's one. Finn's worked his way in. Shawnee's taken a lot of damage as well, and surely this is 1-0. Device dropped. Celix needs to win a big gunfight here. Device picked up, and I tell you what, he's already away. Look at the speed of Atlas. He's gone. He's out of there. Absolutely legging it. And Celix, ouch. Maybe should have come out on top in that exchange. Device dropped now on the other side as Frenzy picks up a double. He's 4-1 to begin this game off. He picks the device up. Finn through the wall. Come on, finish him off. Device picked up once again, and I tell you what, there's a lot of pressure being applied towards the A objective here. On comes Haz. This is definitely 1-0 this time. Beautiful work out of Vortex to get that first goal in the bag, and I tell you what, Haz might do the right wraparound here. Celix is lurking in a corner. It's not going to get checked. Again, not checking corners. Not a good idea. The device has been picked up immediately. Run towards the B objective. Will there be a shutdown coming from Faceless? Yes, there will, just about. Pressure will still be applied. They need to get another wave of kills before they'll be able to move the device out of that top left side of their spawn. There is the device reset as nobody's picked it up, but it doesn't matter. I think this is 2-0. A lot of damage going in, and the free fire coming around the corner from Finn. 2-0. Recurs will get all 4 kills, but Vortex won't give a damn because they've just got that second goal, and that 2-goal cushion is ever so important. Atlas has snuck his way into a bit of a corner, but he gets nothing for it. Poor old Shawnee's absolutely legging it, but he's picked off as well. And Haz might get a free run towards the A site. Go for it, Haz! Spots out Recurs, does a bit of damage as well. I'll tell you what, Recurs is 50 HP and he just chows him! Recurs is looking the other way, I don't know what he's thinking. Haz just runs at him with the device in his hands and just kills him for free. That nade might be beautiful. Can't get the next. Finally, a little bit of breathing room for the Faceless side as Kotler gets 3 in a row. He can't get the next. Frenzy gets 1. Shawnee's good for a trade, but then hit with an aid. We'll have a bit of a standoff now. I'll tell you what, in through the back. Can Atlas get the kill? That's a huge one with the pistol. He just about gets it in. 2-1 now. I thought that Vortex were just about going to get away with that, but Atlas snuck in round the corner. I think he had 18 HP when he put that ball, or put the ball over the line. But the EMP device, whatever you want to call it. Now again, I tell you what, Celix might get the big wrap here if he's quick enough. Never mind! Frenzy walks it in, the kill doesn't come in quick enough from Faceless, and they're back 2 goals down. With 2 overloads down. It is a little bit like a football match, the back and forth. Or like a rugby match, more realistically. Here we go. Can Faceless get themselves another one? Haz gets 1. Finn and Celix get themselves a couple of kills as well, and now they're going to have to try and chase Haz across the map. Did the device just fall in the gap? No, not quite. Nade will land. Oh my god, that's unbelievable. He's literally 1 bullet. Celix just protecting the device. Doesn't really need to pick it up. Quite happy to take it to half-time with the lead in his back pocket. And I tell you what, he might be good for another one here. Thankfully, Kotler will get 1. And he gets another as well. 2 massive kills coming out of Kotler. We should get a time extension with the device being held by the man who gets it. He's on a mad one here. He doesn't check the corner, and that'll be half time. 3-1. It's absolute madness, this game mode. Well, this is that moment from Kotler right at the end there. Vortex with a bit of work to do, but... sorry, Faceless with a bit of work to do. But they're not out of it yet. It's only 2. There's plenty of time. Now, what they need to do is make sure they are the first team to get themselves a goal. I do believe if Frenzy and Co can find their way in and work their way through to pick up goal number 4, that it really might become a difficult job for the team in red. Celix is... Oh, that pre-fire is disgusting. Finn will pick off the kill as well. I'll tell you, that was unbelievable. 2 bullets in a mag. He's not decided to reload. This is going to be comical. Are we ready for it? Ready for him to go... Oh, it was a... Never mind. It's a visual glitch on our side. I was hoping he was going to fire 2 bullets and give us a moment of madness, but a visual glitch is the actual answer. He didn't even come out on the gun, on top in the gunfight anyway, so it didn't matter, but... Showing once again that COD do need to fix a few things with the caster overlay. Pressure being applied towards the B site by Vortex here. Device carrier is down at the minute, but they'll be able to pick it up. There's the 4 in the feed, and the first goal of this half does go in the side of blue, and that's not what Faceless wanted. Shawnee's 8 and 15. He's really having a hard time in this one. 3 in the feed momentarily, and immediately responded to as well. Finn's got himself 19, makes it 20. It really does look like a bit of a long long road. Still 3 minutes to play with, though. There is enough time to make this comeback. There is only 3 goals. Here's the first chance at it. Can they make a bit of a difference here? I tell you what, he's going to absolutely go for it, but he gets nothing. Haz is there as a response. Shawnee's trying to figure out if there's a man on his right side. It's Celix who goes flying out the window like Superman to put him down. It's good for the next as well. I'll tell you what, that was a beautiful moment from Celix, who flew out the window. Finally, he gets dropped by Recursi, who's going to have to back down and play his life. There should be 2 for Frenzy. Bit of damage in. He also hits his teammate. He does manage to get that second kill, but that means Celix is now going to have to be good for 2 of his own. Can't quite get the job done. Still pressure being applied by Vortex. Whilst this pressure is being applied by the side in blue, all it means is that the side in red cannot get another goal. And if they don't, this will be over. Vortex will be happy to just play for kills and keep this game in the midfield area. They can play as passively as they like. The big moments needed from somebody in red, and just as I'm saying it, they go 3 down in the feed. Atlas has to go absolutely nuclear here. He's picked off, and that'll be 5-1, and it now looks like a bit of a landslide victory for Vortex. This is a lovely little corner by Celix. He's having a fantastic game number 3. Might be good for the next as well. This time we can see how many bullets he has left in the mag. Oh, it's a freebie as well. Caught reloading. They might put another one. They have put another one in as well. 6-1. And this game is more than over now. Playing for consolations here is because he will get it over the line before being picked away by Haz, but I really don't see how you can score 4 goals in a minute on this game mode. There'd have to be an absolute calamitous downfall for the side in blue for something like that to happen. They may get another one here. Are we about to witness madness? Never mind. Finn's in the corner. He's good for 2. And then Celix will come around to help out. And the dream of something unbelievable happening is flawed immediately. "30 seconds remaining. Celix with the bomb gets 1. We'll try and get round for another, but happy to just hold this one out. Play around with it. 10 seconds remain. And Vortex, I questioned whether their mental would be up to it after losing that game number 1. And the answer is absolutely. We'll see match 4 with Vortex ascertaining match point first. Well, it may have mattered if they'd won the game, but the scoreline was 6-2. Very, very dominant performance. Right, back to the match screen. Oh, and Vortex turn around a deficit in game number 1 to get 2 in a row. And now it's Faceless who are facing a losing battle. With Faceless having won map number 1, the one thing I do want to say is map number 1, it always felt like Vortex, I mean both teams were breaking in, but for the majority, the first set of the points on the HOD, on the hills, went the way of Faceless. If you can do that in a hardpoint game, keep yourself in the lead, you should be good to eke out a victory, which is basically what happened in game number 1. So their rotations are very, very good. I need to forget game 2 and game 3 now. Focus on getting a W here in game 4 and progressing us all the way to that exposure in game 5. Blackheart hardpoint game number 4 is about to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Can Vortex close it out here? Or will Faceless prove hardpoint demons and take us all the way? Rush is on in, pre-fire, absolutely beautiful, gets himself the second as well, can't have a better opening than that. Celix is good for 2, Finn's good for 2, and the opening break for Vortex is absolutely perfect on P1. This is a nasty little spot to try and deal with. Kotler will be the man to come on through, but he's already got 60 HP. Dealt with 3 in the feed for the team in red this time, Vortex, and I tell you what, they have 9 unanswered kills already as they go 28 points on P1. Let's see how many they can get. It's not often you see this amount of points accumulated on a P1 area. Thoughts of P2 will be now coming in. Surely Celix decides to jump on in and give away the spawns, and that gives Faceless a perfect chance to tie up the points tally immediately. Should have just played yourself in the back line there. Really, really bad move, and now sliding on in. Shawnee picks up 1, the pre-fire coming through. Oh my lord. Kotler will get a double. The first wave has been dealt with. Everybody's respawned in the back though. This is huge, huge news. Can Vortex makes the most of this. The stun lands, and it does absolutely nothing, and we were moaning about Vortex giving the spawns away. Well, I'll tell you what, Faceless did exactly the same thing. I can't believe it. Atlas is good for 3 in a row. He's now back alive and kicking. He might get a 4th here. Bit of damage. First bullet lands. 50 HP, but he slides in at the wrong time, and Celix will pick him off. Oh my god, Frenzy! How's he come out on top there? I'll never know. How's he's trying to win over the back line, but there's 3 blue men to contend with, and he gets absolutely nothing. 3 down in the feed for the Faceless side, and they'll have the initial on P3 as well. Oh, that pre-fire is nasty! Can you get the kill? No. Everybody going toe-to-toe here. Absolute carnage on P3 at the moment. Here come a flurry more of red arrows. Celix and Frenzy good for 1 each. All 4 members of Vortex standing up on the hill, and all of them are challenged 1 by 1 into Shawnee. Finally, Celix, who's hidden in a corner, will get the kill, but my oh my, they're just 1 at a time. Drop like flies. Giving it to him. Faceless again, the team rotating over to new, but Vortex still with the lead. 3 in the feed for the team in blue. Love this. I love this from Atlas. Get yourself another one. Oh yeah, it won't get the 3rd, but the 2nd was all he needed to do. He couldn't have done much more for his side there. Everybody onslaught from the front. Kotler needs to make everyone aware of that. Atlas trying to play his life. Kotler's good for 1. Can he get the next as well? Beautiful out of Kotler. He realised he was needed. Paz has now snuck through the midfield and broke the point. Frenzy's in the back line. He's dealt with. Kotler's on 4 in a row and trying to keep the spawns in his side's favour. last few points are going to go the way of Vortex. Couldn't be any closer as we look at the final hardpoint hill of the first set. It looks like this time the initial should go in favour. I tell you what, Atlas is good for 2 again. He's now on 20 already. He's absolutely flying in the kills department. We did say if he can get shooting again, will his side get another victory? Doesn't even need to get the next. Finn will get 2. Still going. Atlas will get another before being felled, but Vortex still have themselves the hard point. Frenzy screaming for help, gets it, and the final 10 should go the way of Vortex, who basically have kept that 30-point lead or so. From that P1, the opening P1, all those points they got is basically the difference. And now they're good on P1 again. Atlas will get one, can't get out anyway. Oh, this is a beautiful pickup from Finn. Can he get the second? He can't quite get the job done. It was a beautiful read. Double chow again coming in. And that lead is really being extended out now. B2 is going to be of massive importance here for the Faceless side, who are desperate for this full 20 and for the spawns of new. Frenzy's managed to slip on without being noticed. Will anyone see him in the back line? Shawnee's let him slide on in as well. Because surely, finally, there we go. And an absolute freebie. Didn't check the heady. And the side in blue have the spawns. Can they make the most of it? Oh, that's a big gunfight in the midfield by Celix. As the flurry of red arrows make their way across the map to try and get themselves back in. Celix is good for 3, and just like that, 40 seconds on the board. Surely Vortex are back in on the hard point once again. Celix has been unbelievable this game so far. Finn's nade is absolutely perfect. Celix will get 1 and his teammate as well, but I don't know about that. Finn manages to get the kill somehow. Recurs is now 12 and 22. Three in the feed. Beautifully well done. The final seconds go in the way of Faceless, who tied up that points tally. It did get to around 50 points or so, and we said one big hold on P2 could make a difference. It has made the difference. They've got the roto to P3. This could be massive if they hold it down. Round the corner he goes, and Shawnee wins a big one. 4 in a row for him. Spawns all favouring blue. Recurs is going to be screaming for some help in the back line here now. Will anyone come to his aid? It's not needed. 3 again in the feed. And now it feels like, I tell you what, it feels like Faceless have really took some form of control in the last couple of hills. Shawnee's now on 5 in a row. And Atlas has found his way to 33 kills for the lobby. He's nearly 10 kills above everybody else. Has checks his corners. I absolutely love it. I was waiting for that. That was absolutely fantastic. Will he get the next onto Shawnee as well? He's a little bit on his own here. Doesn't need to because Celix picks him off. Atlas will then get the trade, but Kotler's now the last man standing. And there you go. Has gets him. Everybody going to have to go and onslaught the front from Faceless. This time, Vortex to the team with the initial. Look at this from Haz, making sure he runs back to play the spawns. Midfield picked up as well. On comes Kotler. He's got to be good for 2 or 3 here. He's shot in the back. Can't quite get the job done. Next man in will be Celix. He's going to get absolutely nothing. And Atlas could be really good for 40 plus here. I don't know who that was dancing around the platforms in the middle, but it made it very awkward for Atlas, and Faceless will be the first in, but they haven't got the mid doors covered. On comes Celix, who will get 1. His team get 3 in the feed. That P5 area. Not really had too much action right now. Kurz does find his way onto the hill, as does Frenzy, but both are dropped. Atlas has found his way through the back line. Shawnee picks the man off anyway. And he gets the next. Oh no, it was Kotler. Never mind, I thought he got another one. That'd be unbelievable. Again, it looks like we're going to be pretty much 10 points in it as we go to P1 for the 3rd time this game. And look who's already here. 3 red arrows on P1. How quick's the break from Faceless? Woo! Celix, big 2-piece in the feed. Can't get the 3rd. Atlas has just managed to get a massive 3-piece for his side. Shawnee will be the last one standing though. Somehow all of Vortex have already re-arrived back on the scene. Has picks up 2. Frenzy gets another. And it looks like Vortex have managed to potentially see this one out. Have I said that too early? 6 points needed. A PT Roto massively needed. Kotler's in through the back line. Somehow Celix gets picked off through the wall there. I can't believe that's wallbangable. That's criminal. That's insane. He shouldn't be able to be hit through that wall. Kotler gets himself another. Did the nade stick? I don't think it did. Frenzy's good, 100 HP. Huge moments here. Frenzy looks like he might break on in, but thankfully Atlas is at it again, and never mind, Celix gets the trade. The spawn's being flipped way too easily there in favour of Vortex. And they've got themselves a much needed victory after losing a series earlier today. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Atlas was back at his best, and Vortex still got the win. Because definitely struggling in terms of kills, but his damage output is still unbelievable. So, you know, Rakers and Kotler sort of a little bit behind in the kills department, but 3,000 damage aside, that was as close a game as you can get. Atlas for 4,700. And Wham says, surely we know how to block P2 spawns. Well, it doesn't seem that way, because they were given away 3 or 4 times within that one Blackheart game. But ultimately, Vortex have got themselves a 3-1 victory. And there you have it. Whew. I think I'm going to give Celix man of the match. Everybody else agree with that? Finn was very good, has had his moments. Frenzy was decent as well. But I think Celix was a real driving force for the Vortex side. That he was good in every single game. He was good in every single game, but I feel like the whole Vortex team do a very good job of helping each other out. The teamwork is fantastic, and like we've always said, we've seen it right the way through Black Ops 6, and it's on show again here in Black Ops 7. So very well done to Vortex, who take a 3-1 win after losing game number 1. Catch you all in the next one, guys. Thank you very much, anyone who's followed, subscribed, all that fantastic stuff. And I'll see you all very, very soon.